At Beijing Zhongguancun Innovation Exhibition Center, the reporters witness an interesting phenomenon that sand is impermeable to water but permeable to air. Then how can it be that the sand is impermeable to water but permeable to air?
我们采用沙漠上风机沙为原料，发明出一种呢生态防渗材料——透气防渗沙。它是通过呢一种特殊材料，使这个包覆在沙粒表面，使这个跟沙粒跟水接触的时候啊，它能够有效的增加水的界面张力，从而达到呢防渗效果。这个沙粒呢又有孔隙，要能保持很好的通透状态，达到透气，从而实现了透气防渗。
If the waterproof test is conducted for both the air-permeable and waterproofing sand and the original sand, then the waterproofing effect can be clearer. Take two test tubes of the same size with holes at their bottoms. Fill them with the same amount of sand. Then pour in the same amount of water. We can see that the water poured into the tube with the original sand is leaking up rapidly, while water poured into the waterproofing sand does not leak at all.
我现在把水倒掉以后，看沙子是什么状态。这沙子完全是干的。再看这个软沙，水完全渗透没了。再看看它，我倒出来看看是它什么状态。
This test proves that sand is water permeable and cannot hold water. However, after some scientific and technological treatment, the water surface tension is increased, making the ecological air permeable and waterproofing sand capable of holding water. Then what does this waterproofing sand have to do with control of desertification? And how can it be achieved?
沙漠变绿洲，那就要种植嘛。沙漠种植是个世界性难题，为什么？一是漏得快，蒸发得快。 那么我们发明这个沙子呢，有效去解这个难题了。
In 2009, Qin Shengyi, etc., carried out the desertification control test for the first time by planting trees in the desert. For planting trees with waterproofing sand, the method is to lay a layer of the waterproofing sand at the bottom of the pit. Compared with the conventional method of planting trees, the only difference is the addition of a thin layer of waterproofing sand. But don't underestimate the role of the sand. Due to this layer of sand, the water utilization rate is remarkably increased.
普通的没有用咱们这个技术时候，大概3天左右浇一次水，而用了我们这个技术有15天才浇一次水。这个节水应该在70%。
Saving 70% water is something that is hard to imagine for a lot of people, especially in the dry desert areas. Saving so much water is rare and commendable. But conservation of water is not the ultimate purpose. The most important thing is whether the trees can survive, how long they can live, and how they will grow after survival.
你看这个树冠，这今年5月份栽的，也就2个多月，那长的时候应该长大1.5米左右了，啊，看这个透气防渗效果，对沙漠种植确实大有益处。
The experimental forest grows fast and is arborous because the ecological air-permeable and waterproofing sand has two functions. One of them is the function of water conservation.
树坑我们在浇一次水，这个水分就会在15天内保持在这个透气防渗沙围成了一个树坑内，而不去流到其他地方，以供给这个树木的水分需要。 而普通的没有用我们这个技术的树木呢，它们这个水浇过以后，浇水以后很快就渗到更深更远处，所以这个水分损失比较大，损耗比较大，浪费也比较多。
Then how well can the waterproofing sand maintain water? As Qin Shengyi says, dig a pit to see the situation clearly.
这个就很能说明问题了，是吧？给一个层，这是干的，上面水分高，保养成水呢，这水沙子就。 你看成团了， 哎，积得出水了，你看。
The same sand outside the pit is very dry.
这上面你看，同样的，这沙就捏不成它了吧？啊，就散开了，明显这个水分比较少，是颜色上来看，颜色这也不一样嘛，是吧？
这一块的沙，
是吧？这水分这水分扎上了，你看，
明显的很。
哎，
你看这个对比，
那基本上这个很难称它的颜色不一样。
对，
这水分含量就高多了。
A thin layer of waterproofing sand not only maintains water, but is air permeable, enabling the tree root to breathe freely. Owing to the two functions of the air permeable and waterproofing sand, the trees planted can be well established and vigorously developed. This experimental forest sufficiently provides that water is essential to life. Keep the water, then life is maintained.
有望借着沙漠将它变为良田呐。
The dream of turning desert into fertile farmland became a reality in 2010. A desert sunlight greenhouse covering an area of over 4,000 mu at the outback of Tengger Desert, Zhongwei County, Ningxia. The vegetables and fruits planted using the air-permeable and waterproofing technology have become very fruitful.
大家可以看一下，咱们都是蔬菜都是全部种在这个沙子上面的。那么这个沙漠里面的种植蔬菜呢，它的效果质量都是比较好的。
This waterproofing sand can maintain not only water but fertilizer.
因为这个水肥都包住了，这个肥料呢不流失呢，上面作物就长得好。那么长得好呢，产量就高。
Before the sunlight greenhouse was established, this place was uneven, just like the sand dunes in the distance. In case of wind, the desert invades, while people evade.
那么风大呢，沙子就向前移，呢，把咱们开发出来的一些良田呢，就给淹没了。
In the past, the locality had many phrases describing these inclement windy days. For example, eat 1/10 kilograms of soil in the day, and take some supplement in the night if it is not enough. Today, with vegetables and fruits planted using the waterproofing technology, the situation has totally changed to the contrary, being that people invade while sands evade. If the greenhouses are adopted extensively and pushed forward one by one, then fertile farmlands in the desert will be created in a large scale.
沙漠变良田，沙漠变绿洲，沙漠变人类宜居的地方，这就是创新的力量。
These water-permeable bricks are made of sand. We often say a heap of loose sand, but Qing Shenyi has not only succeeded in making bricks with sand, but bricks with special functions. The role of this type of sand bricks is just contrary to that of the waterproofing sand. It is air and water permeable. As water pours above, it leaks downward. Road surface laid with this type of water-permeable bricks does not hold water. And in cooperation with the rainwater collection system, the rainwater permeating the ground can be stored and recycled after filtration and purification. At present, several million square meters of roads have been laid in more than 10 cities across the country.
无论是从水循环的角度来讲，从这个方便百姓的生活来讲，我觉得这个都是利国利民的措施。
Besides the water-permeable sand bricks, the sand has other ingenious applications. The Fusheng sand, for instance, is oil-permeable, but water-impermeable. At present, Fusheng sand has been actually applied to several thousand oil wells, with average oil production increased by 15%.
很多喜欢养花的人都知道，好花盆得透气性好。瞧瞧这个会呼吸的花盆，它最大的特点就是透气不透水。
这就用沙漠上的沙子为原料，通过技术创新，加工出来的生态墙体挂板。这种墙体挂板最大的特点就是呢，透气不透水。您看啊，有呼吸功能，不透水。
Building houses using this type of breathable panel is not only an innovation in construction materials, but represents great technological originality.
这是内外这个扣啊，就一针针的往上挂就行了。你看我们是先入制好的，我们操作非常简单，而且效率也很高。
This building material and form of structure can not only provide satisfactory heat insulation, but is fireproof, light, and shock resistant. Rexand people developed the sand industry and practiced the scientific outlook on development based on sand through technological innovation. Rexand people combine their personal ideal, enterprise philosophy, and social responsibility in a harmonious manner to build a harmonious society. Rexand people shoulder the task of beautifying the living environment and improving the quality of life, and utilize their intelligence, technologies, products, and service to contribute to the society and the benefit of mankind.